And Republican business people and a lot of men. And she's got such a big problem with men. I think there's an undercount of the Trump vote. I think there is misogynation in all of this, black and white men. Big problem, but also the business world. They don't think she is serious. They don't think she's a heavyweight. And a lot of this is gender, but she's got to be more specific about her economic plan. I think they've got to double down on doing more interviews and serious interviews.
There's a lot of black men in here, and I don't mean to, not talk to other people, but this is important. Our black men, we got to get them out to vote. That's number one. Kamala's opponent promised a lot of things last time to the black community that he did not deliver on. And we got to make sure we help black men understand that. So that's why I'm here, to make sure I help black men understand. First, get out and vote, and then vote for the next president of the United States, Kamala Harris. Now, there's a lot of black men in here, and I don't mean to, not talk to other people, but this is important.
And so you can see with the Democrats, they constantly send celebrities like Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, a lot of and keep pushing on to black man to black men to vote and everything. And the thing is, it's like, especially in this election, not just black men, but a lot of men in general, it's like, either they're not going to vote, period, not going to vote for Kamala, or either they're not going to vote for Kamala, or they're going to vote for Donald Trump, or they're not going to vote, period. And you're seeing a lot of men that say, hey, either I'm going to vote for Trump, or I'm not cast my vote and everything, because, coming for Kamala, she's, as a man, she's not really impressing us when it comes to the economic plan, or what she's going to do to help, get us out of inflation, and, make sure that when she's in the next 4 years, that, that the economy will be better, and that you got, that the Biden administration has left today. So who want to go first, Ronnie or Hakeem?
I'm going to cook. It doesn't matter.
Go ahead, Hakeem. Go ahead.
I got some to cook too, but go ahead.
So, in narrative and dialogue, we gonna cook today. I'm gonna take y'all to church. Before I go, he said I would never take advice from a brother who cheated multiple times and caught HIV, and then have the nerve to say, "Listen to me, black man. Are you smarter?" Hey, Joe don't hurt her. You hit it right on the spot. That's like saying taking advice from somebody who digs ditches about farming. So let's be serious now. What have Kamala said that's going to benefit men? What policies has she directly focused on men of all nationalities? What are men affected by the most? Criminal justice reform, economics. Is she going to be able to get more jobs? Is she going to be able to correct their criminal justice system? And then are she going to specifically have things that focus on certain type of men where there are bipartisan policy for men? She said a lot for women. She has yet to say anything for men. Why are we going to vote for a woman who has not said anything for a man? A lot of y'all might say, hey, let's vote for her because she's black. Let's vote for her because she's going to do better than the other component.
But she ain't black. I just want to say that she is not black. But go ahead.
She's not black, but that could be true. But a lot of people who read, who own their own homes, who own their own businesses, the lady just said it is. She needs to go campaign hard. She hasn't. Do people forget the majority of millionaires and billionaires are men? The cities and towns you live in, the funeral home owner, the guy who owns the dealership down the street, who walk down the street, who owns the supermarket, they are men. What are you going to do that's going to benefit them? Are you going to give us tax cuts? Are you going to create job programs that's going to funnel a lot of these guys from jail and in? Are you going to help this Hispanic community, the Hispanic men, get citizenship to work a little better and they'll be able to get funding and all this? A lot of this, although, too, and here's the thing. We talk about this all the time. All the time. All she said is housing. All she talked about was housing. And all she talked about was a simple tax cut and some small business. What about student loan forgiveness? You feel what I'm trying to say? So the thing is like, you want us men to just vote willingly. Don't worry, we got something in store for you. Don't worry. It's just like the blind leading the blind. I haven't heard anything that's going to benefit me that I could say I could go there. A lot of men are out of work. It's like, what, 64% of men who are not working and some who just dropped out the workforce? Where's the companies? What about the mental health for men? You know what I mean? Most men are the ones who are committing self-infliction on themselves. Most men are homeless in America. There's programs for women who are homeless and who have kids.
Hakeem, let me help you out. I saw a study. Homelessness is at the highest it's ever been in American history. I just want to say that.
You see? And who leads on that? Men. Most men are homeless. So when we talk about these things, and a woman would just say, don't worry, she got something in store for you. Don't worry, we haven't heard anything. What about the younger men who are growing up, looking at this and say, Kamala didn't say anything for us? What about the gay men that are coming up too? They are affected too. So when we're talking about we need a bipartisan thing, that a sector of blocking that's going to help us and do this, and I'm only speaking what's on the table for men. What's on the table for businessmen? What's on the table for students who are men? What are you going to do to benefit men? We've heard what you're going to do for the women. And some women should just say, you should be happy with the way it is. We need it better for us. Y'all already got it better. Are you sure? A lot of us are homeless. A lot of us are self-affliction. A lot of us are going to jail. A lot of us can't afford to go to college. And you want to know, so it's unequal why most women go to college than men? There's a reason for that. Are you going to fix that, Kamala? That's my take.
Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, I'm gonna cook too. So as you know, even though she's been going for president, she's also the vice president too, right, Hakeem?
Yep.
4 years, right? What have you ever heard ever since she's been voted for president? She's been vice president. Have you ever heard from her since this year? Nothing.
Not once.
After she was elected as a vice president, we didn't hear from her for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like a pin drop. We didn't hear anything. When it comes to helping out men, when it helps out women, we didn't hear anything with that. If you look with her history here in California, a lot of people don't disagree, but when it comes to putting black men in jail and also putting black women in jail too. I saw a story like a month ago how she put a black woman with her child had what's that disease called? She had I forgot what she had, but I forgot what she had, but she apparently a black woman was take care of her sick child, and the thing is like, you know, she had to take her to the hospital and every day to do checkups and all that type of things, and then once Kamala was the attorney general, she would start attacking parents who was sending kids to school. But the thing is that the black woman who had a kid, you know, she had like receipts of she had to go to the hospital and everything because she needed to get checked up and everything. And so what Kamala did and everything, I wish I would have a video. I would show you a video too. So what Kamala did, she locked that parent up because she wasn't seeing her parents to school, but the parents, the child had receipts of her going back and forth to the hospital because she had sickle cell. She had sickle cell. That's what it was. She had sickle cell. So she had receipts of her having sickle cells, but Kamala is put her jail for no reason. No, she had receipts of her child had sickle cells and everything. So eventually, the mother had to fight. She had to go to jail for like a few months, and while her mother was in jail a few months, her daughter had gotten a stroke because the mother couldn't be there for her child and everything because he got sickle cell and everything. So the mother had to fight, had to fight it off for fight the case for like a year or something like that, until Kamala went for the vice presidency, and eventually she won the vice president and everything. But when it comes to us, because I'm all about helping our black people, especially our black Americans here. When it comes to Kamala helping the black Americans, she's not going to help. She's not going to help any black Americans. I don't care if you're a black woman or a black man. And also, remember, she said this too. I'm not just going to help out black people. I remember she said that. She said, I'm not just going to help black people. She's going to help other people as well and everything. She did said that. So if you look at the history, as an Indian woman, she has not helped black Americans, period, and everything. And I don't care how she's going around trying to write up black women and everything. The black women try to vouch for her and everything. Look at her history. She don't have our black people, period. Especially in California. So, and men are seeing that. And a lot of men is like, you know what? I'm not, this election that I might not vote. I'm not going to vote, period. Or I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. And it's going to say a lot of things if Kamala loses. If Kamala loses, they going to look at, okay, who voted for Kamala, who did vote for Kamala. When it comes to men, you will see a lot of, they're going to have a percentage of how many men voted for her and how many men did not vote for Donald Trump, or how many men did not vote in an election period. And I guarantee you're going to see a lot of men either not vote for Kamala, either they go vote for Trump or not voting at all. And if Kamala loses, you're going to see that's going to have a deep impact, especially people that's not going to vote. And I don't know if you guys agree or not. I feel like a lot of black men, Hakeem, either they're not going to vote at all, or they go vote for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And that is really going to turn the tide of if Kamala loses or wins when it comes to the elections coming up. So for me, I'm not voting for. But for me, I'm dropping out. I mean, I'm not going to be voting any president. I will be signing my name in general, but I will be voting for my what's going on here in the state, and we'll go when it comes here local, because I feel like when it comes to proposition that's going to affect my city that I live in, also the state I live in. I feel like that's definitely more important for me than who is voting for the presidential election and everything. Like I said, Kamala wins. It is what it is. If Donald Trump wins, it is what it is. But like I said, Trump was president before. So when Trump was here before, I already know how it's going to be and everything. But when Trump was in office, our pockets was a little bit heavy. I just want to say that because I feel like when Trump was in office, when I moved to Florida to California, it was with ease, smoothly. That was when Trump was in office. Yeah. When I moved to a studio, to a one-bedroom apartment here, a nice apartment. Trump was here. I felt like I could spend a little bit much easier when Trump was here, even though I'm not voting. I just realized when Trump was in office, I kind of know what to expect when it comes to economics. When it comes to Kamala Harris, even though she's been vice president, nothing. You didn't hear a pin drop. When it comes to the economic plan, same thing as the Biden administration. Nothing's going to change. So, and the thing is, a lot of stuff that Kamala is saying, she really don't know what she's talking about. And I feel like with her, I don't think she's not going to be ready. And that's my take on Kamala Harris. Go ahead, Ronnie. You want to say something, Hakeem? My bad.
Yeah, I wanted to comment on this thing that Natasha posted. Natasha and our brother here at Quayford said that 25,000 is not enough when the homes are over 250. Yes, Natasha, here's the thing. She did propose that, but from an economical perspective, it doesn't make sense. Here in Miami, the average home is 400,000. Minimum wage here is $14. Minimum wage is $14. who's going to afford a first-time home buyer? And we all know majority in certain cities all work minimum wage, so you can't even afford a home anymore. So her doing 25,000 doesn't make any sense.
And the thing about that, Hakeem, their states are giving out more money than that. They will Kamala Harris.
Oh yeah, first-time home buyer program. But this the thing. Are you going to help bring more jobs that pay well, $20, $30 an hour? Are you going to entice more companies to move their money back from overseas in Ireland and Puerto Rico to come here to maybe fund in the places that are destitute to build more buildings there? Mm-hmm. Amazon about to cut 12,000 jobs. Y'all didn't hear that? They're about to cut 12,000 jobs. Ron can speak more on that too. Go ahead, brother.
Before you go, Ron, and what we're speaking on, like when we talk about Kamala, what Hakeem talk about Kamala, and also what Rice talk about Kamala, majority of all men have these same questions about Kamala. So when the women say, "Oh, you just misogynist and everything," no, we're being smart about it. We're not dumb. We have we're thinking side eye when it comes to Kamala Harris, and when it comes to the election, if she loses, y'all gonna see that. Go ahead, Ronnie.
See, here's the problem that we face. We face a problem that everybody is basing this election on skin color and not basing everything on facts. On fact and what is pretty much presented before you. Prime example, Kamala Harris just went to North Carolina talking about the situation that happened with the hurricane. I think Helene, I think Helene was it, and the simple fact how they don't even have resources. They paying every citizen over there that property got damaged only $750. Fell the ball on the female. That's number one. Fell the ball on that. Fell the ball when it came to aspect of the border. Fell the ball when it came to aspect of immigration. Fell the ball when it came to aspect of being pretty much vice president. People kept saying for a long period of time, for the whole 4 years, what did Kamala Harris did? Absolutely nothing. Now I understand Biden is the main source when it comes to presidency because he is the current president. But however, you still the vice president. You still have some form of power. Biden right now is pretty much sitting down. He's not really doing anything. I think the last time he spoke was like a couple of days ago, and he was talking about on the hurricane Henley, if I'm saying her name correctly, whatever the hurricane called. But that's the last time that Biden actually spoke in a very long time since he stepped down. So them two together are not doing a great job. And I want to say I understand there's a hatred towards Trump because they see Trump as the enemy. They see Trump as racist, but if you do research on Kamala Harris, you will probably find some racist things that she said as well. That's what I'm saying. Both of them, to be honest, to me is not really great candidate when it comes to presidency. However, the reason why a lot of people are falling to Trump because Trump is focused on the main issue, which is the economics and what can benefit us career-wise. Amazon right now, just like Hakeem said, just cut 25,000 jobs. And those are manager jobs.
Yep.
Higher up. Yes, do Amazon do that a lot? Yes, they do that from time to time, but not at that large number, especially when we head into the holiday season. It's just showing that how the economic is not really. I don't know how they say we at an easy state where you can see that jobs are being cut. A lot of people say there's not a lot of job growth and a lot of jobs opportunities. And that also falls back on the Biden administration. So I think this election, men are being very, very careful. Now we hear a lot of men saying today they're not voting because the simple fact is they say both candidates don't really benefit either. But to me, the reason why I say Trump, because I look at the economic side of point, because Trump is going to focus on the global economy, the global tax debt, the crisis that we have all over the world, and not only that, but it's gonna start cutting back that the funding they send over there overseas when we actually need funding over here, especially right now when we're dealing with a hurricane season. That's what I told people: pay attention was before you, and then go based on emotion. That you're black, you should just vote black only, and that's the issue we have in America. Go right ahead, Akeem.
I want to answer this because Natasha, you are making a point. You first say the issue there was no money in marketing for men. So you brought up a policy. Are you going to pass up 25,000? It doesn't do nothing if we have no jobs to accept the money to pay for the house. There's no jobs. Natasha, I'm being very serious. There's no job, like there's no factory jobs, no ironwork jobs. It's even hard to get into the plumbers union. I'm telling you because I tried. Steel workers union. I tried. Like I'm tried. So how am I going to take $25,000 for a house if I can't make $60,000 to $70,000 to qualify for a mortgage here in the loan? Now, mind you, here's the thing: they don't raise it up now. You got to put 20% down. Since the crash of the last real estate market, they're asking for 20% for conventional loans, and it's harder and harder now to qualify for an FHA and certain things. Don't get me wrong. I don't want On the Spot Live to get on me. You know what I mean? She might be lurking somewhere,
I'll
but
be in the clouds.
yeah, but this is what I'm saying. There's an income issue, and then another thing too. A lot of y'all might say we might have to move to towns where it's more cheaper. There's no jobs there. You're from the Midwest, Jordan. Tell them Ohio, Missouri, Detroit, Chicago, Milwaukee. Most of them people are not working there. Most of those people are on some sort of assistance. I'm not talking on just making games. I'm just telling you what it is. There's thousands of men who are not working. What policy helps them to get a job so we can benefit from that? We already have first down payment assistance programs in every city and state and county in the state of Florida or in the United States.
And I want to say this, Hakeem, even though she's saying you might put up, $25 for first-time home buyers, are you actually going to do it? Because this right here reminds me of the student loan, erasing student loan debt. That's what reminds me right here. So far with student loan debt, it has worked for some people, but according to Joe Biden, he didn't erase everybody's student loan debt. And that's the problem. I looked at the exact same, even though she says about $25K, are you really going to do that policy?
Yeah.
Do you know a lot of these politicians lies? It sounds good for people. It's $25,000 sound people that makes minimum wage and everything. It sounds good, but when it comes to the middle class people, which I'm in, it's not enough.
Basically,
I'm saying it's not enough. If she gives me a course, but the thing is, as a middle class, $25K is not enough. $50K is not enough.
No, on a $400,000 house to put down. You got to come up with another 40.
California average is 80K.
You see,
$800K.
25,000 on 800K.
Yeah, Natasha. As this men in general, we're just speaking that men in general. This is what we thinking about. When it comes to voting for Kamala. We do have some people have issues with Trump too. But when it comes to Kamala, when it comes to the economic plan, and also her being the vice president, which we didn't hear anything of.
No,
we're not trusting Kamala like that because she has to show what she has done, especially as a vice president.
Jordan, this goes to the old saying of this. On those comments on that video, I read a lot of women on there say, "Black men, educate yourself." I want y'all to educate yourself and show me a policy, show me a specific policy that helps men. Like, because y'all don't think about men in that sense, because you think we run everything and everything is all fine, hunky-dory for us. Only a certain group of men are at the top upper echelon. It's a lot of us here still struggling.
And now that, but shout out to Bobby Bryan, that's also in the building. Shout out to her and also Sherry Bryan. I hope you guys are safe during this hurricane, pretty much during the storm. So make sure you guys are safe. Like, shout out to all the Floridians that's preparing themselves for the storm. We want to give you guys a special shout out. And I'm like that. My apologies for the Rumble family. Right now, I'm still working on Rumble in the back, so just bear with me. I'm still working on it. If not, we will upload the live right after the show. I'll try my best to try to upload the live right after the show, so you guys won't. Y'all might have to watch the replay. Hopefully by the day of tomorrow. So my apologies to the Rumble family. I don't know what's going on with Restream, but it's acting funny in the back. But yeah, that's the problem we are having when it comes to this election. This election, you're dealing with twofold that most men are having issue with, but a lot of men falling back with Trump, I say, because of the simple fact of the economy. The economy is not in the best shape. Immigration is not in the best shape, and all those things Kamala Harris was in charge of, and she did not do a great job. That's why I say, to me, she didn't do anything, and her being president is going to show you she's not going to do anything as well. Right now is a prime example why her and Ron DeSantis right now is beefing when it comes to the aspect of what's happening in Florida and what happens in North Carolina. They're beefing because the simple fact is she's not doing her job. If people want to vote her in because Trump is quote unquote bad, make sure she's doing her job correctly. But don't get me wrong, Hakeem Jordan, they will be one day will be a freedom president.
Yeah,
but not in this term.
No. We're not ready for one this
Right.
today.
If I won't be surprised.
It will be one.
If it will be one, I won't be surprised to be Republican too. I won't be surprised.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be Republican.
No, because like you say, she don't really benefit anybody. Even the LGBTQ community are having issue with her as well.
Facts, especially the black man who's an LGBTQ, especially the black man.
Hey,
say that.
I watched the Young Turks the other day where they say 42% of Arab Americans are going to vote for Trump. 42%.
And that's the highest ever.
Highest ever. You would think
right
they are going to vote for Kamala, but here's the thing. Y'all was sloppy with the Gaza situation. They're looking at that. They're looking at how you handling the Palestinian boys.
Because the Democrats, they're pro-Israel. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the Democrat Party, they are pro-Israel.
Very pro-Israel. So Arab Americans here are looking, and let's not forget, Jordan answered this. There's a lot of Iranians in California.
Yes, they are.
A lot of rich Iranians.
Northern California, exact. Northern California.
Rich Iranians in California. These people who are Americans, who are Iranian descent, watching you how you handle Yemen, how you handle Palestine, how you handle Lebanon, how you handle all these situations, and the Arab Americans be like, even the Arabs in Detroit.
And Ukraine. Don't forget about Ukraine too.
So a lot of us, what about Benghazi? Thank you. We're saying, hey, this doesn't look good. Even the Arabs know that Trump might have a disdain for them. He knows that Trump is going to try to stop from heavy artillery bombing on their people. That's all they want. They don't care if they don't want Muslims here or nothing. They say Trump might not start no world war. Think about that.
Trump said he's trying to end the war. He's trying to end the war as quickly as possible if he come into office. That's the first thing he's going to focus on. I think he will too. I think so too. I think he's going to end it.
Listen, I think he had enough rep to go talk to Putin and to go talk to Netanyahu and be like, hey, we need to come to the table. If not, we cutting this off.